like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick a to your nose, this rolling stone to no.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This taken around the 11th. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signaled he has enough. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first half. They'll throw out of the gun. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked going the other way.
We'll try again here. Second and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Raven first down. Jackson up top again. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's second and 3 to go. Again, it's Jackson. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Third and short, Jackson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll take this one in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens. That his second TD catch of the season. The extra point is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, tonight. Tonight. Chips left. 11. Hey, never mind, Monday. Tonight.
Right to the air, it's Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And this play's going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Second down, it's Fields. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down.
Green light. Chips left. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
At their own 41-yard line.
On. The changes. Hey! Get up!
Play action now. Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Tony Adams, the safety, in for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
4-yard gain on the play.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
13. What? 180. They touch. Touch.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
No, we changed it. Go. Report. Sit up.
Here's Jackson. A throw left side, caught by Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
And the Ravens first down.
Ready? Go ahead.
They send the tight end in motion. It's first down, and they'll run. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 12th touchdown of the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Turbo, sir. Chip slant. Easy.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Alpha. Chip slant. Here we go. Right.
Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. So a big one there to start the drive. 62 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
2nd and 12 at the Ravens 20-yard
The
line.
Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go.
Mayday. Here we go. Set.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Jets. That's touchdown number 31 on the year. It ties up with LaDainian Tomlinson for the most in a single season.
The kicker on for the extra point.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Design run here with Jackson. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We changed it.
Up the middle they go. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
1st and 10. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. On is Loop to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead.
Jets 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Out. Here we go. No mas.
A first down throw for Fields. Forced to his right. He runs with it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 319. Alpha. Right.
Now, Fields. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he's out of bounds, close to the 45-yard line. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Hey, turbos, Nelson. Hey, can. Tonight.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
2nd and 10.
Hey, can. Here we go. We good. Hey, can. 319. Go.
To throw is Fields. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Big gain for the Jets there. 45 yards. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
A gain of 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and
he will do it himself. He's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown tonight. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
He'll grab it at the 12. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry, and anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. He just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will go all the way. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Loop now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Move 58, move 58. Extend.
First down. Fields. Moving outside the pocket. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down.
Extend.
1st and 10 at
Here we go.
the 46-yard line.
Move it. Out. Let's go. All right.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. To the right. That's pitch. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Green 19, got you right. Mayday. Sit high.
Fields. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Here we go. Sit high.
Hall. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Right.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll run the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Justin Fields. Touchdown, New York. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now a return coming from the 14. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
DC, right? Yo.
Drive will start on the ground. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Second and 11. From the gun, Jackson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
First down, Ravens.
Al Lamar going to hang on to it, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Jackson now on second down. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Jackson from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On fourth down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Chips, turn off right.
Fields now. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
The drive begins with a run, and it's all. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here we go, son. Green 19, get up to that. Alpha. Angel. Go.
Back to throw is Fields. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's third and 11.
Fields from the gun on third down. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And that'll set up fourth down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second down, Jackson. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Not just the first down, but reception number 70 on the season. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep this one himself. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 41, here's second down and 5.
No, we changed it.
To throw is Jackson. This one caught by the back out of the backfield, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air. First down, Baltimore.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Jackson going to keep it himself. He will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 20-yard line.
Don't jump. Hey, Nice.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Up the sideline at the 35. And he is finally taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time run there by Hall. 42 yards.
Good for Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Another run here with Hall. Not much happening there, just a short gain. So, 37, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Now a shot here, deep middle. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. That is hauled in at the 5, and he's going to be taken down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
And that play took A little on to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And this time, he will work his way into the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown Jets. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return coming from the 14. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Back to throw, Jackson. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he out of bounds inside the 30. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 43 yards.
No, we changed it.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. He's got it at the 7. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Delta. Here we go, son. 319. Good. Hey, 551. 550.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's 18. That's good for a Jets. 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Fields. He's got his target. That's Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
Now, Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That's caught. Outside. It's complete. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good. Turn ball, son. Hey, kid.
Now Fields. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Mike Green. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Fields to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Cody Barton. And the Ravens will have great field position right around midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
It's a lot. It's a lot. No.
Play action now. Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. With the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it.
A lot of defensive strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New York.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, Man, you better make the most of it.
Extra point attempt to come here. He gets it to go, and the Jets will cut the deficit to 7.
Ravens 42, Jets 35.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This is short kick, returnable from the 13. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. Only hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
And
remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
DC.
2nd and 10. Jackson now. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard. Handoff here, up the middle, and he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Jackson looking to throw. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
So far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now Jackson. He's got his tight end, Matt Andrews. And he's got another one. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and number 12 on the year. The extra point is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Delta. Here we go, son. Right. Alpha. West right zip. Right.
Fields. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is a Dafe Owe. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
Here we go, son. Out,
Fields now on 2nd down. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 49.
Go.
On 1st and 10, Fields. To the right, that's pitch. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. That's quickly out to Smith. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
Here we go.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Right.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out. So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just...
Oh, he gets swarmed under. They meet him in the end zone. It is a safety. You are hoping your running back can do something to give you space. And, Greg, they got the absolute opposite. Instead, it is a safety.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. That's all they're trying to do is give themselves some breathing room and get their quarterback out of the end zone on this next snap. But instead, the defense is all over it. They get in the backfield for the tackle for loss, and it leads to the safety.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, never mind Monday. Right. Mayday. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. It's caught by Smith on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Hey, kid, no mas. Right.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to try it here again.